Кричал в пустоту, забыл микрофон включить. В общем, да, Mass Effect у нас сегодня. Легендарное издание. Купил я уже довольно давно. А вот именно пробовать все никак не получалось. Так, игра очень громкая, вижу. В общем, да. Сам оригинальный Mass Effect проходил я по меньшей мере раз 10, думаю. Это не преувеличение. Играл я в него много раз. Одна из моих самых любимых игр, вселенных. Так. Небольшие технические неполадочки. Сейчас настроимся. Все, игра появилась. Прекрасно. Извиняюсь, иногда буду мьютиться. Попил чая со сладким. Хочется время подкашлять после этого. Так, проверим настройки. Разумность нам не нужна. Зернистость тоже. Все нормально. Звук вроде тоже отрегулировал. Сейчас посмотрю по ползвукам. По идее, меня слышно намного лучше, чем игру. Немножко я прибавлю, потому что музыка здесь классная. Если вдруг на фоне выставок меня не будет слышно, могу убавить потом обратно. Так. Ну, уже немножко я поиграл. В принципе, ладно, удалим это сейвы, они нам больше не понадобятся. И начнем новую игру. Поставил английскую озвучку. Мне она чуть больше нравится. Конечно, русская озвучка в первой части классная. Люди постарались. Но так как следующие части Mass Effect у нас будут все равно на английском, так что не вижу смысла первую часть проходить на русском. И тут, конечно, стоит выбор, за кого будем играть, за мальчика или за девочку. В принципе, так как это первое мое прохождение легендарного издания, я думаю, вполне можно за Джона Шепарда сыграть, потому что человек, фотомодель, который озвучивал, если правильно я помню... А нет, стоп. На озвучке и на внешнем виде Джона Шепарда были разные люди. В общем, так, мужчина-фотомодель дал свой образ для Джона Шепарда, так что это реальный человек. Для Джона Шепарда, по-моему, тоже, но не суть важно. Выберем Джона. Оставим по умолчанию. Землянин. Наш персонаж с Земли. Там еще есть, если я правильно помню, с колонией и еще откуда-то с другого места. Репутация уцелевший. Почти на что влияет, просто указывается в некоторых местах в сюжете, что наш персонаж уцелел во время некой самоубийственной миссии, когда весь его остальной отряд погиб. Класс солдат. Нет, подождите. Хочу выбрать... Так, создание мужского персонажа. Вот как раз создадим. Немножко перерисовали, кстати, экран создания персонажа. Раньше таких анимаций не было. Так, ваши родители стояли на службе в войсках Альянса. По мере продвижения по службе они сменили много кораблей и станций, на которых и прошло ваше детство. Ваша семья не задерживалась нигде дольше, чем на несколько лет. Следуя по стопам отца, вы добровольно поступили на службу в возрасте 18 лет. Это точно не моя история. На службу я добровольно не поступил в 18 лет. Колонист. Вы родились и выросли на Миндуаре, небольшой пограничной колонии в Аттическом Траверсе. Когда вам было 16 лет, Миндуар подвергся нападению работорговцев. Вашу семью и друзей убили, вас спас проходящий через систему патруль Альянс. Несколько лет спустя вы записались на службу войскам. Тоже такое себе. Вы сирота, ваше детство и юность прошли на улицах огромных мегаполисов Земли, вы вырвались из мира уличного насилия и преступных группировок, записавшись в войска Альянса. И вам стукнуло 18 лет. Выбор, как говорится, между тремя стульями. Выберем просто землянина по умолчанию. Во время вашей службы одно из заданий окончилось катастрофой, перенеся немыслимые физические страдания и тяжелейший психологический стресс, вы смогли выжить один солдат из всего отряда. Вы единственный свидетель того, что произошло во время этой миссии. ПТСД, все дела, посттравматическое расстройство, что еще есть? В начале вашей военной карьеры вам пришлось столкнуться с превосходящими силами противника, несмотря на то, что шансы на успех были невелики, вы рискнули жизнью, чтобы спасти товарища и уничтожить противника. За смелость и проявленный героизм вы заслужили награды и признание в войсках Альянса. Ну, такой паладин, блин. Всех спас, всех победил, один выстоял. Безжалостный. На протяжении вашей военной карьеры вы действуете согласно одному правилу. Задача должна быть выполнена. Люди считают, что вам свойственны хаос, расчет и жестокость. Ваша безжалостность стала причиной настороженного отношения к вам и ваших сослуживцев. Но задания, которые должны выполняться любой ценой, всегда поручают именно вам. Тут, конечно, вопрос в том, что за какого Шепарда мы будем проходить, за доброго или за злого. Добрый слишком правильный, но злой тоже выглядит немножко странно. Думаю, как опять же по канону, можно первое прохождение сделать за героя, чтобы получить такой боевик как герои. Так что безжалостно отвергаем. Герой войны возьмем. Так, и военная специализация. Солдат стрелять все оружие, таскать тяжелую броню, без биотики, без технических навыков. Инженер с пистолетиком, адепт, местный маг на анаболиках, разведчик, снайпер, плюс технические умения, страж, штурмовик. Так как мы будем играть на самом высоком уровне сложности, думаю, будет не зашкварно взять солдата, потому что да, один из самых простых, понятных в освоении классов. За остальных, в принципе, я также проходил все части, то есть начиная с первой до последней за разведчик проходил. За адепта не помню, но там так много будет мистиков в нашей команде, которые могут наколдовать что угодно. Инженер. Пас. Страж. Маг плюс техник, тоже такой себе вариант. Пистолет, дробовики, ближний бой. Ближний бой на том уровне сложности, в котором будем играть, тоже не вариант. Давайте солдат возьмем. Так, секунду. Забыл сменить игру на Twitch, поменяющийся Mass Effect. Да, все, отлично. Сложность, конечно же, безумие. На предыдущих уровнях сложности я всегда проходил, да и на безумие тоже, по-моему, пару раз прошел уже, так что нет смысла ставить ниже. Автораспределение нам не нужно. Легендарный режим. Сейчас мучился с этим, сейчас перечитаю, попробуем вспомнить, в чем суть. Так, в классическом режиме диапазон уровня 1.60 вместо нового 1.30. Попробуем, посмотрим, что сделать система прокачки в своем легендарном режиме. Так, все умения используются отрядом, субтитры, да, сохранение, подсказки, пускай будут. Сейчас будет небольшое кинцо, наблюдаем.
Learned to look out for himself. He proved himself during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived. He's the only reason the listeners are still standing. We can't question his
Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
В 2148 году исследователи обнаружили на Марсе останки древней цивилизации космических путешественников. В течение нескольких последующих десятилетий эти артефакты открыли тайны новых вступительных технологий, позволивших совершить полеты к самым далеким звездам. Основой этих технологий стала сила, способная изменять саму ткань пространства времени. Эта сила стала величайшим открытием в истории человечества. Цивилизации, населяющие галактику, называют ее эффектом массы. Привет. Каждый раз обожает момент. Проход через ретранслятор.
Check. Navigation. Check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift. Just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You paranoid.
The council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. Only an idiot believes the official story.
Все верно.
Send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eagle Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Чем же недоволен?
Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Ах, Кайден подъебал Джокера. Пролог. Нормандия. Поговорить с капитаном Андерсом в радиорубке. Джокера.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting,
Да.
Commander.
Никто с вами пока не хочет разговаривать. Так, ну обновлен интерфейс. Я его уже видел. По моему мнению, немножко переборщили с размером худа, который находится снизу.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
О чем
Sounds
спорили?
like you don't trust Arturian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? The skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Для чего?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the
What
dark.
do you know about the stealth?
Промотаем
Plus
диалог.
there's Nihilus. It's pretty
Если вдруг
obvious
вы
this shakedown
ошибаетесь.
run is just a cover.
A full crew makes sense. We need the extra hands in case anything goes wrong. And the Spectre is just here as an observer.
Well, maybe you're right, Commander, but I just can't shake this feeling
Графику,
that
да,
we're out
немножко
here
они
on false
подтянули.
pretenses.
Лицевые анимации, по-моему, стали чуть получше тоже.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself.
Неплохо.
You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously.
Ты только заметил, просто как неестественно выглядят губы, как будто он намазал их блеском, что ли.
You don't trust Nihilus.
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was
Это
30
было
years
давно.
ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain.
Ксенофоб
like the rest of
гребаный.
us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command, and they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it. I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family.
Nihilus is no ordinary Turian.
You've got that right, Commander. We're an Alliance vessel, and they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs.
Я
Nihilus
разберусь.
looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Спасибо.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Ah, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Расслабься,
You need to
чувак.
calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protected at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet.
Даже рай в конце концов
That's why I
надоедает.
joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission.
Все будет хорошо,
Just
чувак.
treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young,
Осторожней.
Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The
Давайте.
captain's waiting for me.
Пока.
Goodbye, Commander.
Не знаю, будет ли это спойлером сказать, что этот чувак только что Точнее, как только что. Погибнет почти в самом начале. И юный долбоеб, дурашка.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Ты что, будем болтать?
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
Красиво, прям не то слово.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
К чему-то это.
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple
Да
shutdown.
ладно, серьезно?
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Почему
There
незаметно?
must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Подробности?
What else can you tell me?
This is big shit. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
А зачем уведомлять о нем совет?
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon is not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Можно было бы об этом заранее сказать.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Сам выдвинул.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do
Неплохо.
the job.
Никаких предрассудков в красе существа. Главное, чтобы дело правильно.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Расскажи
What
нам
do you
про
know about the
Протеан.
Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their Citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons arm?
Я знаю, чувак,
We
я
can't
знаю.
fall into the wrong hands.
Столько раз проходил,
The
знаю.
Attic-verse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
Рэп, у тебя все мои любимые игры душные.
The Attic and Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of
Что ж поделать? Такие игры я
might be
люблю.
willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Если играть так в популярные игры, так никогда и не получишь удовольствия от жизни.
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
Дергаются усики.
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
И
A small
веселее.
strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Шепард, закрой
Grab
рот,
your gear and
ё-моё.
meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Дик сайт.
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Вот эту анимацию они так и не починили, все еще
Nihilus will scout
обломанная.
out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
Окей,
Ready
понял.
and able, sir.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
Спасибо.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Стрельбу они немножко переработали, как они писали.
Hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
И теперь вроде как любой класс может стрелять из любого оружия. Ну, так мы выбрали солдата. То можно об этом и в принципе не волноваться.
Oh God. What
Конечно,
happened?
хотелось бы чуть больше угла обзора, но изначально Mass Effect первый был еще и консольной игрой, поэтому да еще и старый, ему уже в этом году 16 лет исполнилось. Ничего с этим не поделаешь. Давай, Дженкинс, пора фидить. Все, сдох. Дженкинс, ты в порядке? Походу не очень. Похороним, как будет время.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
Пошли дальше. Этот момент они так и не починили. Можно стрелять сквозь препятствия. Ты урон получать не будешь. А врагов стрелять можно. Так, по идее мы получили уровень. Да, очки появились. Прокачаем обаяние. Всегда качаю ее в первую очередь, чтобы были варианты разговоров в диалогах геройские. Так. Если по идее на В юзаться. Да, все правильно. Так. Так. Z атаковать цель. Где остальные? По карте вижу, визуально нет. Сдохни, газовый пузырь. Да, все правильно, по-моему, здесь есть аптечка. Пошли, встретим Эшли. Вот я почему-то этот выстрел в спину нифига ничего не пробил. Тут Дженкинс сразу отлетел. Может, у нее щит получше. Смотрите, чуваку делает промывание желудка. Походу неудачное. Займем укрытие. Пока, если честно, уровень сложности вообще не ощущается. Привет, Эшли. В порядке?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky.
Успел реснички сделать, пока бежал до нас.
We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Че с отрядом? Померли все?
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others. I think I'm the only one left.
Да ладно, бывает.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years.
На пикник прилетели Дженкинс. Фу, Кайтон. Это что за глупый вопрос
They
задаешь?
must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
Выдвигаемся.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
Расспросим ее.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile.
Примерно все правильно помнишь.
Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site.
Блин, винтовка штурмовая проходит сквозь тело Шепарда. Через его грудную мышцу.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe
Не
their
думаю.
unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol until the Geth hit us. Never knew they were coming.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon.
Она наша не видела турианцев в красно-черной броне.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Двигаемся.
Move out.
Так, что у тебя здесь интересно? Дешифровка. Так, у Эшли 2 очка есть. Урон от оружия, в ближнем бою. Хилка. Ну и урон от штурмовок. Давайте штурмовку и вкачаем. И ХП. Топ патроны, точнее улучшение на патроны. Так. Все послали токсичные, Эшли фазные. Так, снаряжение нет, у нас пока еще нет никакого другого снаряжения, только патроны нашли. Так, легкая броня. Переоденемся. Чувак, я тебя вижу. Плюс уровень. Го пробежку. Чувак, пора стоять. Заебал.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
Вряд ли,
If they were
Шепард, вряд
lucky.
ли.
Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Так, посмотрим, что там еще нападало. Средняя. А, стоп, это то, что у меня уже было. Мне казалось, что-то еще выпало. Может быть, улучшение. Видимо, нет. Новая штурмовка. Точность похуже, но в принципе она так-то получше, чем наша. Так, Нелл сказал, что встретит нас около космопорта.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard.
Впервые встречаемся с хасками. Внимание, не с собачками милыми, которые живут в Японии, а с высокотехнологичными зомби. Большая мини-игра, чтобы открыть дверь.
Humans. Thank the maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Все нормально.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the
Оптимистичный,
attack?
оптимистичный чувак.
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geths swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could
Впечатлительный
hear the
чувак.
battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack.
Все верно, это был другой турианец.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets?
К сожалению, я знаю.
We have unearthed the heart of evil, awakened the beast, unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
Что с
What's
помощником
wrong
не
with
так?
your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Я могу заткнуть его, но лучше не буду отвечать. Это
Williams,
вариант
take us to the spaceport.
злого
You
Шепарда.
can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
Пошли дальше. Эшли, пропусти, блин. Смотрим кинцо.
Saren.
Красавец. Все турианцы офигительные.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
Даже злодеи.
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
У него все под контролем.
What is it? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Да-да, Эшли. Именно такой. Огромный. Да. Там была тяжелая броня, если я правильно заметил. Пока не можем ее носить, к сожалению. Так, давайте сначала разберемся с врагами, а потом уже облутаем все место. Чувак, ты откуда здесь такой взялся умный? Я ж не загоражу обзор, е-мое. Интересно, были все? Да, надо будет сделать быстрый сейв, значит, перебили всех.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
Вполне безопасно.
Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those
Я
things were
перебил
crawling
всех.
all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
Будем надеяться.
Do you know anything about the Protean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, it felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Ладно, давай пока.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
Поподробнее.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
Ну все,
You're
на
breaking the
бутылку в
law,
тюрьму.
Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Это все?
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have
Ну-ка,
something
давай,
to do with this whole
выкладывай.
attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport if he's still alive.
I have to go.
Все,
Good luck.
спасибо. Пистолетик и боевой датчик. Пистолет можно Кайдену отдать. Он на них специализируется. В общем, довольно неплохой пистолет. Так, боевой датчик поставим себе на винтовку. Чтобы видеть дальше врагов по локатору нашему. Так, низкий уровень навыка. Электроника. У нас вообще есть кто-нибудь в отряде с электроникой? Блин. Да, теперь есть. Теперь можно взломать. Да, теперь можно. Так. Прокачаемся еще немножко. Так. В солдата, что ли, вложиться. Немножко, чтобы реген было. Так, боевая подготовка. До усиления щита возьмем. Пистолет пока не будем качать. Еще одну очку в штурмовке закинем. Так, у Эшли. Тоже до усиления щита. И, наверное, в штурмовке закинемся по полной. Продолжаем. Здесь ничего ценного нету. Проверим здесь. Может, какой-нибудь контейнер. Нет, тоже пусто. Ну, вот и наш мертвый турянец.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Осторожней будь.
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
Ну,
I
рассказывай.
need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren.
Спасибо, что
think
не
they knew each
урон.
other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the
И
crates.
что дальше было?
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I'd been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Ну-ка,
Tell me
расскажи
about
нам.
the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute the ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Бывает, бывает.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain.
Разбудил?
That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
You were sleeping? I thought you were working here on the docks.
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak
Хотя
off
бы я на
behind the
своей
crates to
работе
grab
иногда
morning wakes when the
возможность
supervisor
вздремнуть.
can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Повезло тебе.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Кола тебе рассказывал.
You're Cole's contact here on the docks. For the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a
Фига себе,
smuggler.
глаза
Who cares?
закатил.
My supervisor's dead. The entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does
А
it?
оружие было?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
Тихо,
I
Эшли.
never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed
Не
to
надо,
know?
Уильямс.
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
Скупи свою вину.
A lot of Marines died here, Pavel. Those grenades could have come in handy. If I were you, I'd think of some way to make it up to them.
Yeah, okay. There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
Все. Вытащили из мужика все, что было. Идем
Take
дальше.
the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Пока. Фугасная граната. Красавец. В бело-синей броне. Пошли месить гетов. Бросалка, саботаж, перегрузка. Так, бонни поставим себе, собственно, и все нищета. Так, давайте снайперку возьмем. Фига себе, это что такое было? Чё чувак. Опа, оп, бля, камера, камера, камера. Прорываемся с боем. В спину-то не стреляйте, ребят. Вход последний остался. Неплохая снайперка с залповым огнем. Выдвигаемся дальше.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Может быть, для некоторых это музыка звучит как просто пердеж, но мне почему-то прям в кайф. Такие инопланетные вайбы. И сейчас боевая музыка подрубается. Саундтрек из третьей части Mass Effect я даже себе закинул на телефон. Время от времени его слушаю, когда еду на работу на велосипеде. Мне очень нравится. Так, обезвреживаем бомбы. Без мини-игр, просто обезвреживаем. Кабаем с этой стороны. Кайден немножко плохо, а здесь ненавидит. Я помню, одна бомба здесь. Я неправильно помню. Ладно, напротив стоит. Будем кемперить. Не, как говорится, не можешь выйти сейчас на бою. Кемпери. Так, от этих избавились. Так, возьмем другое оружие. Щит. Блять, забили щит. Да, надо немножко запрятаться. А, тихо, Эшли, не лови лицом, блин, все, что можно. Ладно, зарашу. По идее, всех перебили, осталось просто обезвредить заряды. ХП у нас регенится из-за того, что мы солдат. Так что все будет классно. Так, еще один заряд здесь. Еще один в конце платформы. Все, последняя бомба. Успели, что даже 2,5 минуты осталось. Все заряды обезврежены. Идем дальше к маяку. Надо подавить сопротивление гетов окончательно. Так, пистолет. Тяжелая броня пока не можем носить. Если я правильно помню, здесь хаски, а не геты в конце. А нет, и где-то тоже есть. Так, тут лучше спуститься. Еще где-то остались. Сливаем их. И хасков тоже. Немножко перегрелись. Все. Сопротивление подавлено. Можно полутаться и продолжить. Так, вам был улучшенный прицел. Точно, для штурмовки пригодится. Так, спартанский маяк пока не трогаю, чтобы не стригерить кат-сцену. Потому что еще пару ящиков осталось. Штурмовка, по-моему, хуже, чем наш. Да, хуже. Так, еще один ящик здесь с дешифровкой. И последний, по-моему, сейф. Шкафчик. Неплохо. Собрали возможный лут на прайма. Идем юзать маяк. Будем смотреть кинцо. Сразу предупреждаю, возможно, будет очень громко и страшно. Сори за спойлеры. Прикрывайте уши.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated.
Глупая женщина, зачем ты идешь к инопланетной технологии? Подожди, пока прибудут люди, которые в этом разбираются. Все? Засасывает в параллельную вселенную. В охапку и бросаю ее нафиг. А мы наслаждаемся видениями. Сразу извиняюсь за всех погибших эпилептиков во время этого ролика. Сами виноваты. Вас предупредили. Достижение открыто. Открыли достижение медаль за выдающиеся заслуги. Придется на платину очищать легендарные задания. Там 200 ачивок, по-моему, если я правильно помню. Вот это у нее, конечно, шлем. Ой, это Азари. Я, конечно, знаю, кто это. В скобочках злобное рычание. Не понравилось Сарну, что мы поигрались с игрушкой после него. Видимо, он хотел оставить ее до конца себе. Жив, цел, в порядке.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there.
Стандартный мой сон, выходной день.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Ой, ну не вини себя, так и быть.
Actually, we don't even know.
Эшли это запомнила.
Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
Спасибо, что дотащили.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Было дело.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
Странные руки у Шепарда, как мне показалось.
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be
Как у
fine.
старой модельки CJ из GTA San Andreas. Может быть, просто такой лишь кадр был.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Дженкинс
I don't like
помер.
soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
А Уильям зачем
Chief
его
Williams
захапали?
isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Это хорошо.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Гетто пиздец. Зачем прилетели, переубивали всех?
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
О чем будем болтать?
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
Все расскажу, как чистая
I
вода.
didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
Из родника, как говорится.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Че это он лет ненавидит?
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know
А я
why.
знаю.
I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Ну, было. Видение небольшое.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
Опасности.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council.
Что ж мы им скажем?
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Sarah took it. But I know Sarah. I know his reputation as politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
Ты, черт возьми, прав, мой друг темного цвета.
He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
А я и сэр,
We prove
как
Saren's gone
говорится.
rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Будет сделано. Вот это самый мужественный бег, который видел в своей жизни.
Hey, Commander. I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Нам будет им не хватать, хоть и мы знали его 5 минут.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Ты заслужил, вини себя.
You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot for me. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terror.
Держишься вообще?
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
Крыша не
I've
поехала?
seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse
Ну
if
ты
you hadn't
тоже
shown up.
пострелял,
Couldn't have
помогла.
done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Рад тебе здесь.
Thanks, Commander.
Не за что. Был Дэн, но я вначале уже говорил, что я считаю, так как остальные части будут проходить на английском языке, то смысла ставить именно в первой части русский язык нету. Хотя, если вы хотите послушать русские диалоги, ради вас могу переставить. Это недолго. И мне, в принципе, сейчас будет масло масляное. Мне не принципиально, в принципе, на каком языке играть. То есть я и на английском игру раз 5 прошел, и на русском примерно столько же раз. Так что знаю примерно диалоги все наизусть.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
Любят людей в униформе, доктор Чаклас.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
What do you know about Captain?
The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired for the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Какого типа осложнения?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects.
Вот уж повезло, так повезло. Ну, в принципе, это краткий рассказ о том, как работает, по сути, магия в мире будущего, в Mass Effect. Если ты силен умом, у тебя есть определенные способности, тебе просто вживляют имплант, и с его помощью ты можешь свою силу мысли перевести в более физическую, то есть телекинез, швыряние объектов, то есть создание гравитационных колодцев, то есть взаимодействие с физической стороной Вселенной. Так, Кайден пока с нами болтать не хочет, так что пойдем на мостик к Джокеру. Залетим, так сказать, в Цитадель. Отдышка, конечно, уже правда дикая. Не может 5 метров пробежать без остановки. Да, вы про этого Дженкинса забудете через 5 минут, ребята, не вспомните еще ни разу за всю игру. Давай, Джокер, полетели. 2D обои вместо звезд. Блин, когда в первый раз этот момент был, прям мурашки были. Музыка. Отрендеренный ролик. И Цитадель. Чё-то звук тихим стал.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SS New Normandy. Requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transfer
будто взяли звук из старых игр для этого ролика. Все так же круто, как и раньше, как 16 лет назад. Ладно, 16 лет назад я был очень не готов играть в эту игру. Но да, где-то в 10-15 годах, я не помню, когда я первый раз познакомился с Mass Effect.
This is an outrage. The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony.
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Seren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action. You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Впервые видим 4 основные расы вселенной Mass Effect. Люди, турианцы слева, а по центру Азарии, и справа были слорианцы. Пока, правда, в первой части люди не оказывают такое сильное влияние на Совет. Кстати, только 3 основные расы: турианцы, азарии и слорианцы.
Sounds like you convinced the council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Seren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Но он опасный, чувак.
Seren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
Тоже губки накрашенные. Посла.
Investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Их все недолюбливают, Эшли. Все нормальные люди недолюбливают политиков. Даже политики недолюбливают политиков. Капитан Хендриксон зарегистрировала источник необычной энергии во время патрулирования скоплений Ро Аргуса. Ее особенно заинтересовала система Гидры, но она получила приказ возвращаться до того, как ее команда смогла что-либо изучить. Будем отправлять разведгруппу. Вопросительный знак. Да, мы и есть та разведгруппа. Проверим. Сейчас по пути на основной квест сделаем парочку побочных. Тут есть несколько мест, где нужно поболтать. Вот этих ребят, конечно, помню, как их зовут, это волосы, а вот эти большие, блин, я забыл, как их называют.
Earth Clan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Косплеем Дарта Вейдера, чуваков.
Don't be so rude, Dan. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
Расскажи мне что-нибудь интересное, что ли.
What is this place? You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
А, Элкоры вторые ребята. Вот их, кажется, неплохо перерисовали, прям красивыми стали. Расскажи о своем народе. Да ладно. Мне все интересно.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing
местные евреи.
galactic economy. However, Despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the council.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and
Землю ладно, а вот членов племен, типа узаконенное рабство, поэтому можно продавать людей.
Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing.
Какой-то странный
Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the council.
Chastising rebuke, Den. The council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth clan will be invited to the council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Volus or Elcor part of the council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the council. All but the Earth clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus.
Обожают черты элкоров из-за того, что их лицо для остальных рас не выражает эмоции, они выражают это словесно, перед тем, как начать реплику. Что такой обиженный?
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions.
Только глаза черные, как ночь, меня немножко напрягает. Что-то демоническое в них есть.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Неплохо поболтали, пока.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Зелтон.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Где она находится?
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot.
Пальцев на руках.
Good day.
3? По-моему, 3.
Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Не ври, не плевать.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders.
спокойный. Я тоже, Кэрин, я тоже ненавижу перемены. Конечно, перемен требуются наши сердца, но слишком внезапные перемены тоже плохо.
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the L-Core groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, dear. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
До свидания.
Sincere. Farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Подожди.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
Я знаменитость.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel Embassy.
Красавица Азари.
If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
Создали Алису намного раньше, чем Яндекс.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
Я уже глаз задергал все.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Ну, мы поговорим с Авиной.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the
Похожа она на Азари,
I
кстати.
may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Заманчиво.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of
СБЦ,
the
служба
various
безопасности
Citadel
Цитадели.
races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal
Кто-то был против посольства людей?
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
У тебя есть свое мнение?
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Почему волосы были первыми?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, The Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Только
Why
посольство?
weren't they made a council race?
The council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing to the Citadel Tourist
Будущее.
and Visitor Board.
Официальную жалобу можно подавать только в письменном виде. Кайф. Бюрократия во все поля.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each
Специальный
Spectre
корпус
agent is
тактической
handpicked by the
разведки.
Council.
Спектра.
Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Много власти для одного человека, ну или для группы лиц.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
Как-то прям слишком хорошо звучит, слишком идеалистично.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Ладно, договорились с тобой.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Пойдем, съездим к Совету, поболтаем с ними. Посмотрим, как они отреагируют, то, что у нас были видения, что Сарн плохой парниша. Убивает людей направо и налево. Первая встреча с Гарусом. Красавчик.
Stall the council. Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicari. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
С кем
Who were you
разговаривал?
just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the Council.
Доброй ночи, Дэн. Спокойной ночи. Приятных снов.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Доказательство того, насколько мне нравится Гарус. Могу кое-что показать. Не знаю, насколько будет хорошо видно. То есть, во-первых, на самом телефоне у меня стоит такая картинка. То есть сама Цитадель. Она скроллится, то есть в разные места. То есть там чуть дальше будет видно другие здания Цитадели. Такая довольно длинная. И на самом заставочном экране телефона у меня стоит сам Гарус. Такой красавец. Думаю, сейчас поговорим с Советом. И на сегодня с Mass Effect, так сказать, завяжем. В принципе, для первого раза неплохой забег получился. Может быть, поиграем во что-нибудь еще, не уверен. Но с Советом точно поговорим сейчас.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanna are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right. Though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
Политические разговоры. Кахоку.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants. Commander?
Блин, у него есть квест, но пока, видимо, он не будет там его выдавать, пока у нас нет собственного корабля, что лететь на него.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges
Отсылочка
against
на
me.
книги по серии Mass Effect. Автор Андрей Карпишина. Андерсон и Сарн знают друг друга.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report.
Как все удобно, чувак, как все удобно.
But what can you expect from a human?
Типично.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Фига себе, это
Shepard's
разозлило.
admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now?
Эх, чувак, зачем ты про это сказал? Такой позор, блин.
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
Так хрен ли тут говорить, все равно не примите мою сторону.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Закрыт так закрыт. Что тебе переживать-то?
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Не преувеличивай, чувак. Расскажи нам историю.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Совет нам не поможет.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something.
Надо поговорить с Гаррусом.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Чувак, не преуменьшай заслуги
You can't just
Андерсона.
cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Может быть, что-нибудь еще?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Sarah.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
Расскажи историю до конца,
You and
чувак.
Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just
В записях оба не упомянули.
But I saw how he operates.
Субтитры криво немножко.
No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Чудовище.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions, but only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Расскажи нам
Our
пару
ambassador doesn't
историй.
seem to get along with the council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Мы слишком независимы.
Maybe they'd let us join the council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
Люди те еще бандиты. Как в американских фильмах, всегда есть какой-нибудь хулиган, который терроризирует всех задротов в школе.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Зачем она защищала?
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes.
Только иногда.
But it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
Как выбирают?
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made.
Громкие слова.
They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation. With him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power.
Да, слишком много.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, You know something big is
Секундочку.
about to happen.
На стриме небольшой гость. Захотела зайти ко мне в гости. Надеюсь, не сильно нам помешает. Такая красавица.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Sarah?
It doesn't happen often. The council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius. Doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Ладно, с Советом поговорили, с Андерсоном тоже. На сегодня, думаю, аспекта хватит. Еще один перерыв, 15-20 минут. И, думаю, я вернусь какой-нибудь еще игрой, потому что до отхода ко сну мне как раз примерно столько осталось. Часа полтора-два. Поиграем еще немножко и будем закругляться.